All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in the house. Come on in the house. Come on in the house, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we are going to beat it. Take another sessions live. We are here and we're ready to get it going today. We're still working through a few technical issues, but we're going to get there and we're going to make it happen here. And so we want to get to it, man. We want to talk about it. I'm getting a lot of messages, a lot of people, and now the people are coming. Just find me. I love to talk about the mentality of men, but on this show, I talk about men. I love to talk about the mentality of men, but on this show, I talk about men. I talk about women that need to be had, and to be the person that does it. So let's get to it then. Today, I'm going to get into this conversation about is it if you're not getting what you want in the relationships, whose fault is it? Most of the time when I talk to people about their relationships, I ask that question basically like of the in your last relationship, whose fault was it that it didn't work out? Right? I can basically tell where the person is by that response. Is a pure being worst person I've ever met in my life. I can't believe I spent 10 years with him. I can't believe it. He is the worst. And so if the blame is immediately on the other person, that tells me where they are, right? So I got a message the other day, and essentially, I'm not. They met at church. They started getting to know each other, and and they had sex, and but that was pretty much it. And then he went on and got into other relationships. He ended up marrying somebody else. He ended up being with her for a while. Kept this friendship going with this girl, and didn't marry this girl that he had this connection with, that she felt they had a deep connection, but he chose somebody else. They got married, stayed together a few years, and then they broke up. Now, trying to check for her to see what's going on with her. Man who is coming into my life. When I have these conversations, I ask the person to keep it real. When I have these conversations, I say, look, keep it real. They're like, what really went on? And she said, you know what? We just get it in every now and then, and we just kind of like continue to do that. It wasn't anything serious, but she said, I could just tell we could. So just today, someone else sent the message. They said, how come they tagged me on the message? Tagged me on the message, and the message said, how come we'll expect better of you when he's the source of your misery? He caused the misery in your life. He caused you to this. I said the same thing. I'm having some real activity problems. You guys hang in there with me. I said the same thing to her that I said to the other person. And here's what I said. No one can treat you like anything without your consent. A man only knocks on your door You are responsible for opening the door. They made peepholes so you can look out and see. They have to wait for you to open the door. Some people are looking through the peephole, seeing danger, seeing a person that they shouldn't be with, and opening the door anyway. If you do open that door, you really can't complain if you invite them in and have a drink. If you've decided to open the door and allow a certain kind of person into your life, that is on you. That's not on the consent to it. You only get to be happy if you consent to it. The thing become what it becomes. So I don't generally tell people what to do in their when they come to me with relationship questions. I just lay it all out for them. What is his incentive on in bringing you on? Okay? So, that's just the way. Either way. Okay. So I want to say that to somebody that is blaming their ex for their unhappiness. Blaming the guy that like you was his jump off, you was his good time girl, you was his Thursday night special. So one of the things that I said to her that I'm going to say to you guys that maybe you might get some value from. He said that he wants you, right? And I encouraged her, have him explain what he means by that. He wants you. What does I want you mean? Does I want to be my life partner and my wife? And it benefits you, man, not to think in terms of clarity. You have to be the one to think in terms of clarity. You don't have a relationship. If you don't have clear cut, I'm your man, you're a license that says that we are an official couple in the eyes of the state and in the eyes of God. And so you have to ask the man, is that what you want? Do you want that? Do you want a relation? And don't just try to tell me this so you can hang on and get all you can and can all you get. Is this what you want? Yes. If you ask him flat out like that, he'll tell you. But one of the biggest challenges I see is that women don't ask questions because it is what it is. I think happened, and you ask, well, how long? I've been single for 5 years. And I said, let me ask you this. How long do you think he's been single? She said, oh, no, he got married about 6 months later after we broke up. Men move on fast. Men move on very fast. And so it's it from the men. Go to therapy. Go find yourself a love coach. Find yourself a therapist. Find yourself somebody who can help you to work out these issues. I think before people decide to get married, somebody needs to decide to get some mental health help and ask for the wrong reasons. Sometimes they just stay together because they didn't want to get divorced and they didn't want to have that going on. And they just didn't want to get in it. And it's so easy to get into, but it's so hard to get out of. Start having kids with the wrong person. So for some people, they're like, I ain't stuck. I'm leaving. But understand, if you leave, there's consequences. There's repercussions that come from just walking away. And so there are a lot of people. I'm encouraging people. Listen, while you're waiting for your mate, the right mate, God sent who this person is that's coming into your life and what their purpose is in your life and what they're going to do to your life. Are they going to bring your life up or drag your life down? I'm telling you, if you get in a relationship with people who are not healed, they will drag your relationship down, drag your life down. All right. All right, you guys, look, I'm gonna try and fix this connectivity below. You can get some connection, and we've got special content just for the Patreon community. So we want you guys to be a part of that. All right. Till next time, peace and love. Bye.